Let's take you to the Free State now in Jagersfontein, where residents are angry and are taking their grievances to the streets. They say no accountability has been taken for the dam wall collapse. 2 people died last month when the dam wall collapsed and another person is still missing. They also want the mine closed down, saying that they're deriving zero benefits. We've got our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who is in Jagersfontein for the very latest. And it's no surprise, Manqoba, that we are seeing that nothing has been done in terms of accountability or returning people to their homes or finding them alternative accommodation. What are the biggest grievances that are currently being communicated to you, and have officials said anything?
Well, Rupo, I can certainly tell you that a month after this dam wall collapse here in Jagersfontein, these community members are angry. They're saying little has changed in terms of trying to deal with the situation here in this particular town as far as the mine is concerned. Of course, they say that the mine take full responsibility for what had happened here, saying that they had warned the mine on numerous occasions. The last protest that they had in November 2018, where they handed over a memorandum to the mine raising some of those concerns as far as safety is concerned. They're saying that they told mine officials that this dam wall burst was imminent and that it was going to occur, but nothing was done. But also they're saying that when it comes to the investigations, we know that there were several investigations that were launched to look at this dam wall and what led to it happening. They're saying that up until now they've heard nothing from officials as far as that is concerned. But also they're alleging a report that the mine operations are continuing. They're saying that despite the fact that there have been these 2 wall collapses that have happened in the mine, what they are seeing is that these mine operations are still continuing at night, and they want the mine to suspend all of those operations and to ensure that they give them a disaster management plan before they can even resume their operations. But I'm going to bring in one of those protest leaders that is here to support this particular protest. I'm joined now by Babana from the YCL, the provincial treasury of the YCL, Tuso Bukwa. Thank you, Tuso, for your time. Just give us a sense of what is it that you want to say to the mine. What are some of those demands that you want to take to the mine?
Thanks. And let me start by greeting the listeners and viewers at home. I'm here in my capacity as the provincial treasurer and the activist. Mine or the position of the YCL is that we are in solidarity with the people of Jagersfontein, because as the Young Communist League, we're a revolutionary movement of young people. We are biased to the working class and the community, the poor in general, in ensuring that the private capital, it doesn't continue to exploit them. There's many issues that are involved with regarding to the mining itself. As the South African Communist Party, we had several marches, and one of the demands that we made was that this tailing that resulted to the 11 September disaster. We've been warning the mine management, including different stakeholders, especially in government, that this is a ticking time bomb. Now it has happened. That's why we took a position as an organization that we are coming here to be on the side of the people, to be on the side of the working class and the poor.
But what is it that you want to see in terms of accountability from this mine? What are you going to say to them?
You can see the community itself. My brother, if you came here, you'd see this is more like a ghost town. There's no development. There's still three triple crises, which is unemployment, inequality, and poverty in this town. We are saying, as the Young Communist League or as the South African Communist Party, we are saying things must start to change now. Yes, it's a mess now, but it's also an opportunity to correct one of the wrongs. One thing that we want to stress out is this. There's a potential of this town to be developed in a manner that is going to benefit everyone. There is somewhere here, when you go up the hill, it's closed. There's a dairy somewhere here, when just behind the mine, it's also closed. So we are saying those places, they must be open to ensure that the economy of this town is being revived as well. The mine must also take its own responsibility of socio-economic to say what are they going to do in terms of developing the community, from production of skills, from production of engineers and so forth.
Okay, as far as mine is concerned, of course, I know that there's also issues that you're raising as far as safety and compliance of the mine going forward, but also the issue of the sludge that has to be done.
Yes. Unfortunately, my brother, as we stand here with this community, we can confirm with you that no one has came to the community to tell them either the sludge that you see lying there, does it pose any danger to the community itself? We haven't got that report. But because we're an organization that cares for the people, we made our own arrangement. The sludge was taken, and we can confirm now as the organization and say that sludge poses a serious danger to the health of our people here in Jagersfontein.
And what you want to see now happen as far as this is concerned, as far as the investigations are concerned, what is it that you want as the community?
We want the government to lead. They must take us into confidence. They must come and tell the people openly if the sludge doesn't pose any danger to the society. That's number one. Number two, we want all the different parties that are involved. They must also come. They must tell us what is going to be their responsibility. Department of Water and Sanitation, DMRE also. They are also involved in this thing because the mine will never operate without their authority. So they must also come so that they can come and account to this community. Why this? Because this could have been avoided. That's my own view.
And in terms of those that have been affected, what you know so far, are they being helped? Are they being assisted? And is this fast enough?
When it comes to the social relief part, many aspects have been covered, but we still have families of victims that are still displaced. We have arranged a temporary accommodation for them, but it doesn't solve the problem. We need the mine to come so that it addresses the immediate problem of housing for the displaced families. We know government processes might take a while, but because now we don't have time to wait. We must address the problem as a matter of urgent.
Okay, well, thank you for speaking to us. That was Tuso Mukwa, who is from the Young Communist League here, just expressing some of their demands from the mine. Of course, they're saying that government currently is not playing open cards as far as investigations are concerned. We know that, of course, there were promises that they were going to test the water and the sludge that was deposited by the mine to see whether it is harmful to people. But they're saying that none of those reports have come so far. But it's also, as well as when it comes to the issue of the plan, as to what's going to happen to some of those people that were affected, we do know that many of them are still displaced and are staying at the various hotels and some of the guest houses in Bloemfontein. So they're saying that they want to hear what it is that is going to happen to the mine. They want the mine to also take responsibility as far as the disaster is concerned. Of course, we are now nearing the mine where they're expected to hand over a memorandum, and they're saying that Ropua, they're not going to leave up until one of the mine officials come to address them and to take that memorandum of their grievances. But also what we did see in that memorandum is a call for the mine itself to ensure that they take action against the compliance officers and also to produce a plan as far as disaster is concerned of how they're going to handle future disasters. But also they want documents like the environmental impact assessment to be made public to the community so that they can understand just how safe they are as a community, because they are saying that these are issues they've been raising, but these are issues that have not been taken seriously, and this is what has led to the disaster that has occurred in this community.
Absolutely, Manqoba Mchunu, and hopefully we'll be taking those proceedings live as they hand over their memorandum of demands to officials, and hopefully them gaining better livelihoods following that tragedy in that community of Jagersfontein. That are live visuals you're seeing there from the Free State Jagersfontein community members putting their grievances out on the street and demanding they be taken care of by their local officials following the tragic incident of the dam wall bursting a few weeks ago.